What's up, guys? We change this. Okay. How are you guys doing? Hope everything is well. So let me just check a couple of things. What's up, guys? Okay. Interesting last pool. Are you talking about the Benzema versus Suarez? It's a difficult one, right? Okay, just trying to put the shot on the screen. It should be very easy. Give me just a second. Okay, let's see. All right, it's working, I think. Ready to take notes on cards I did not know of. All right. You know, this seems a bit dark today, the stream. Probably my camera for some reason. All good. Just put the shot. And here we go. So again, if you guys want to talk, feel free. I will be taking a look at the upcoming auction, as you guys know, the PWCC one. I did just search for the Messi cards. Apart from that, I'm not sure what's going on in this one. Some people send me a couple of links, but that's about it. I have my coffee, by the way. The typical European coffee. Upcoming auction, as you guys know. Okay, sound is good. Okay, so let's start with this. Again, the pre-war stuff I will not talk a lot for a couple of reasons. First, I don't have that strong of a knowledge to give you. Again, if this type of stuff is rare or not. I assume there is a lot of strong rarity in pre-war, as you guys know, but that's about it. I recognize the players since I love the history of the football. Bill Merritt, Stanley Matthews, Mazzola. All of these guys are all-time greats, by the way. And I think this is the type of market that if you can find raw, is probably an amazing market to explore. Okay. Actually, one thing that I want to do today is I feel like putting some sound background. I have to find royalty-free music. Yes, if this is any good, I have no idea. Okay. Should be fine. No, a bit too loud. Much better. Okay. So let's continue. And again, if you guys are watching the stream, feel free to leave a like, means a lot, and is a good way to support the stream. Okay. Gento, classic player, legend for Real Madrid. Until this day, the player with the most Champions League. Crazy, honestly. I believe he won 6. Not I believe, I know he won 6 since Modric, Kroos, that new generation have 5. And if they win another one, they will tie Gento. Keep moving. Not sure what's going on this card. Why is authentic? But it's a beautiful card. It's one of my favorites. But talking about a great card, this is one of my favorite Pele rookies. I don't like that you can see the corner have some damage right there. But otherwise, seems a nice one. There is a couple of variations on this card. One, for example, is that there is a star on the top, on the left top, and I find both versions quite interesting, honestly. Okay, I never got an answer on Discord, but what's your perception of the card that is labeled wrong, but you know the card is authentic? 66 footballer Charlton was listed at 58. Can you give me? I get the point, but I'm not sure what I should say. You know, I think it's whatever. You know, as long you like the card, honestly, Dave. It's not that big of a deal. You can always regrade or something like, or you know, you just contact PSA, SEC, and a lot of times if they did a mistake, they even offer you a free submission. Okay, let's continue. But yeah, great card. Titulares. I have a video investing in greatness on Pelé. I talk about this card. I also believe I shared there a couple of variations for this card, and I love it. I mean, I think this is an amazing card to have if you are in the Pelé market. I'm looking for a nice Pelé rookie, and this fits very well my logic. End up going for a low auction prices. Maybe it was labeled wrong, but should you take advantage of this mistake? I mean, why not, right? If you don't do it, anyone who will do it is not that you are doing something wrong, you know. And a lot of times, if he's listed, the person was aware, and they are still trying to move it. Okay. So starting on 58 is when I really like to comment on cards, since he's more or less the vintage era that I enjoy. Previous to that is I don't follow that close, being honest. And I think modern football started with Pelé. For me, is the player that started modern football, being honest. Okay. Always be careful with this. Sometimes PSA labels them wrong. Nice photo for Bobby Charlton. Not sure if this is 58 or not. I have to research the Bobby Charlton market a bit more. I know a lot about this card, the ABC with letters on top or not. By the way, the one that have letters on top, as far as I'm aware, was actually the first release. Without letters on top is a bit more rare. Without the planet stuff is a bit more rare. But in the other end is a second release. Not that matters that much. I would prefer the one without the letters on top. So let's keep moving. Now we start seeing a bunch of rookies for Garrincha, Pelé. Again, rookie is very relative. I know this is not a rookie for Garrincha or even Didi or even Pelé, to be honest. But we still call this rookie material, and the PWCC puts rookie for a reason, right? So Aquarela, in terms of eye appealing, I think is one of the most beautiful cards we have in the vintage market. I really enjoy these cards. I think the blue background, the photo tends to be quite amazing, but they are not that difficult to find. And if you look at pop reports for Pelé or even Garrincha, to be fair, they are going up quite fast. I love how you spell rookie. Am I spelling it wrong, David? Serious question. I don't know. Maybe I am. James says, what's your impression of how many Brazilian stickers are still out there and discover or with Brazilian collectors? James, that's a great question, honestly. The Brazilian market, and I'm not sure if you follow my channel for a long time or if you started watching recently or even for the first time today, but I always have been a bit bearish about the Brazilian market. Look, it's weird because when you think about Brazil, man, it's probably the in terms of player qualities is the country I like the most. But the reality is, I think awareness is quite low in Brazil, and the production maybe in vintage a bit lower. But for example, the Ronaldinho rookie, I still don't get how the pop is so low. I know Panini had a company there already when they started making, I believe, the 99. If I'm wrong, someone can correct me on this. But yeah, I think is a lot. Actually, I have a great comparison for that. I collect Magic the Gathering. I collect TCGs in general. I collect Pokemon first edition Portuguese. And the funny stuff is, Portugal is a much smaller country than Brazil. I mean, it's not even comparable. And the first edition cards for Pokemon in Portuguese again, most of them hitting the market right now, or even in the last 2 years, end up coming from Portugal. And we know that the production in Brazil was bigger than it was in Portugal. But the awareness in Portugal, for some reason, is quite stronger than in Brazil. So, not sure if this makes sense, but for some, again, I don't know. Maybe it's English that Brazilians don't like to watch videos that are in English, so the awareness gets a bit lower for them. Versus Portugal, for example, that most people know how to speak English, at least around my age and the new generation. But it's a topic to think about. I always think about the Pokemon base set Portuguese first edition, that most of them are coming from Portugal, but in this case we actually know the production was bigger in Brazil. I even end up sending mails to Devir, the company that ended up distributing Pokemon in both countries. Actually, Portugal bought Pokemon cards from Brazil, so that automatic should tell you that the production was much bigger there. But in general, to try to finish my thoughts, I would be careful with Brazil stuff. Again, probably condition rarity will be a thing in pre-modern, probably condition rarity will also be a thing for logic reasons in vintage. But in terms of true rarity, strong rarity, I would be careful because you can get surprised over the years. Not sure if you enjoyed the answer or not. I know it was quite long, James, so I'm sorry. Let's keep moving. Let me just take the sound out of my camera because I'm recording this with my phone and I don't want anyone to call me. Okay. All good. So let's continue. But yeah, talking about Aquarela, beautiful cards. And if I had to just choose a rookie in 58 in terms of eye appealing, this would be one of my top choices. I have no doubt about that. I think this card is beautiful. Probably there is strong condition rarity on this one, even though condition rarity can be very debatable. The perforated stuff, a lot of times will be a matter of opinion when it comes to grading, being honest. But in terms of eye appealing, this is an amazing card for both players, Garrincha and Pelé. Didi is also a huge legend that people don't talk about for some reason, but I believe in 58 Didi was actually the best player of the World Cup. I believe Pelé was the best young player, and that makes sense also, right? But yeah, amazing cards in terms of eye appealing. Rarity probably not that strong. Okay, let's continue. Okay. These type of cards, again, they probably don't go for a lot, and they are cool cards to collect. This type of photograph tends to be good. I like it. So more cards from Brazil. This is what? Garrincha and Jair, two legends. And this is Garrincha and Jair again, but the color is different. Okay. Vava, another legend from Brazil. Brazil at this time, I mean, think about this. These teams, the 58, 62, 70, I mean, they are full of legendary players, and Garrincha and Pelé are the ones we talk the most, but there is a lot more. Vavá is a good example of that. Ooh, I see people talking. Hey Thomas, how are you doing? Recovery, how are you doing? So let's continue. Nice photo for Pelé. It's an oversized card. Okay. Don't know a lot about this release. This Darren said, these vintage cards, are there a lot of fakes out there? I think there is fakes out there for sure, but I don't think a lot. I think our market in general, even though we talk a lot about that because of the BGS situation with Ronaldo, then SCC with Messi as the sticker, but in general I think our market is still quite okay in that front. Of course you need to be careful, always do your own research, but I don't think there is a lot of fakes. In the soccer card market, in vintage even less. Probably pre-modern have quite more. So in terms of photo, this is one of my favorite Pelés, no doubt. Really like the photo on this one. The colors, they match very well. And from what I'm aware, this is actually a difficult release to find. And in a PSA 4, as you can see, look, 9 days to go, this is already at 300. So this is an amazing card. The Pelé might be our original photo, those are getting popular. Okay. I don't think this is a photo, otherwise PSA would... No, I think this is a card, but I know what you're talking, Nick. How are you doing, by the way, my friend? But great photo for Pelé. So recently I sold my PSA 2 for this, not PSA 2 actually, SCC 2 for this card. Eye appealing, exceptional. Yeah, actually this card looks quite nice for a 2, not gonna lie. I don't even see damage on the back. Let me see actually. I still think this is an amazing card to collect. Okay, I guess this is... They put this as glue or paper damage or missing paper. Ooh, not sure about this one. But this is a really nice card in general. The population report for this card is a bit too high for my taste. But yeah. Okay, yes, I love seeing different Pelés. Yeah, no, for sure. Pelé in the vintage market, and I was talking about this on Patreon, is basically Messi in the modern market, you know, he's just the guy. I collect Maradona more than I actually collect Pelé, but Pelé is in a different level, and yeah, it's something that we need to accept, basically. Let's keep moving. So what's going on? I feel like I've been seeing this card multiple times on auction, a 7 or a 7.5. This is an incredible grade. It's crazy how much these cards have been appearing in the market, being honest. Yeah, looks nice. You can see the rosette pattern quite clear. I love PWCC website because of this, you know, you can actually check if the card looks weird or not, and this card looks normal. Does not mean it's real, I mean, I believe it's real, by the way, but yeah. No, this is a great copy for sure. It's always so difficult to tell if there is glue, some type of paper. Sometimes is very tricky in this type of cards. But yeah, great copy. By the way, we have 21 people watching the stream right now. First of all, thank you so much for that, guys. And if you can leave a like, even better. Let's keep moving. So this is another alternative if you want to enter the Gerd Müller rookie market. You have the this card. This is for Beckenbauer, but you also have a Bergman for Müller. You also have the TTT. There is a couple of action shotos for him. This is a nice alternative, you know. No, I'm not the biggest fan. I have to say it, but again, it's normally from what I at one point actually I was following both players' market quite close, and most of the ones I see on this, they tend to have damage on the back. PSA 4, not bad. So this is a Pelé from the same set. Also a nice photo, if you ask me. Yeah, Pelé is an incredible case. Hey Taser, how are you doing? Pelé is an incredible case because almost every card for Pelé sells for for what I would consider a good amount of money. Does not matter if it's a 10-year card or or a second year. Of course, a second year will have a huge premium, but Pelé market I always felt is super strong. I think again, going back to the topic I was sharing with you a couple of minutes ago, I think it's similar to Messi. Messi, the comparison goes more into modern. If you look at modern cards for Messi, if someone puts a gold card out of 50, a red card out of 10, or a gold card also out of 10, that card sells quite fast. Even if there is a release that is really bad, I don't know. I don't want to talk bad about any release, but even if there is like Panini Father's Day or something, that Messi sells fast. I think it's the strength of collectors in both markets. Hey Niels, how are you doing, my friend? Crazy that there are still Pelés being found and that have never been graded. Yeah, one of the best parts of our market. I totally agree with you, Niels. But I also think you can look at that with two different perspectives. I agree much more with your perspective, by the way, but I also think that can create fear, for a lot of people, because if you are trying to enter a certain player market, if you are not as a collector, more as a person that is trying to make money, trying to flip, can be a bit scary, because if new things keep appearing, if you are targeting a card that a new alternative appears in the market, that can be quite tricky, but in general, I'm totally with you. Hey Will, how are you doing, my friend? Really glad to have you on the stream. I do this every Friday, and a lot of people tend to show up. I'm realizing that if you do something, consistent, more people show up, and I'm really enjoying the live streams. So welcome. And by the way, guys, again, 22 or 23 people watching right now, don't forget to leave a like. And again, if you do that, thank you so much. If you are a new viewer, also consider to subscribe. And of course, I'll always sharing that, but I have a Discord community. We have to be honest. We are close to 1,000 members. So if you want to join the Discord, the link is below the video. Okay, let's move on. So I think this, I see so many people talking about this, so I believe most people watching know. But the second year cars on Bergman are quite more easy to find in good condition than the rookie cars in 65. The distribution was quite different, and these ones they tend to have glue on the back. People end up putting them in the albums. This is not the case. But again, they are nice cards. You have amazing photos. One of my favorites is Beckenbauer with a yellow ball. I think that card is quite popular, and I love it. Good point, as if new Pelés are being founded, it shouldn't be surprised if new cards of any player are founded. No, I agree with you, Niels, and look, this example is not a super relevant one, being honest with you, but it's so crazy that I did the investing in greatness for Buffon. I believe next day or 2 days after that, I'm not sure, a new Buffon ended up appearing, and I did a lot of research for that video, and I did not find that release. So yeah, and we are talking about pre-modern, where information is much easier to find than vintage. So I would expect a lot of stuff to appear in the next 2-3 years for sure. Eventually this will start slowing down, but yeah, we are still in a discovery phase. I slowed down buying Pelé partly because so many rare stickers and cards have been coming out, bringing prices down. That's something I also see more people talking about. Trying to be patient with my collecting. No, that's James. That's the smart access to the market for sure. I also did a couple of mistakes. We all in this chat watching this stream did mistakes, because the soccer card market, if in one end sometimes you win big, you also can lose big, because things go both ways. Basically what I was talking with Niels, if our market is so amazing for one reason, it's all about perspective, because you can also see how scary our market is. But what makes our market great makes our market scary at the same time. Of course, I enjoy the market, and I think in general we all love the market. But yeah, you can make great arguments for both cases. Oh, this is a nice Eusébio. Agência Portuguesa. So this is an interesting stuff that I would love to understand the logic behind this labeling, because normally Agência Portuguesa was as far as I'm aware, and I did some research in Portuguese releases, this is basically how can I say this? This is kind of the publisher, but normally tends to have another brand that goes with the cards. For example, I believe Agência Portuguesa was also the company printing Palirex, but we put Palirex. Again, I don't know a lot to do a rant on this, and on the back says Agência Portuguesa, so that's probably one of the reasons. But I bet you this had an album with a different name. I feel like it comes with territory and really awards people that put in work. I definitely heard American sports collectors get burned getting like high-grade aquarellas. Yeah, not even high-grade, Will. You should change your name. Wasabi is a bit weird. Even, if a lot of cards, even in low grade, they end up selling for a lot at one point in time, and... yeah, and right now they are not selling, since people are realizing that maybe I can actually afford the top grade, and puts a lot of pressure in the market in general. But aquarelle is a good example, to be honest, because I also know people that bought expensive aquarellas and they actually regret. But the Beckenbauer, the Cruyff and the Raut, all of them are also great examples. Look, even Eusébio, the 63 Calciatore. I remember putting a 63 Calciatore Eusébio on PWCC Weekly, SCC2, yeah, I believe it was SCC2, and I got like 700 or 800, I don't remember very well, but right now is not even close to that. At that time, for some reason, people thought that sticker was difficult to find. When you go to eBay Italy and the Panini Calciatore stickers, they appear there quite often. So, look, this is a difficult market to navigate, no doubt about that, but also surprises me that people don't put some hours into the market, don't do basic research. The Panini Calciatore sticker was an obvious case, One thing, look, for example, if you buy, let's say, a really rare Brazilian sticker and you think this is strong rarity, well, the reality is you need to be careful. But I can understand that logic. You really thought that was the case, was a sticker that was not appearing in the last 5 months, 12 months, whatever. And you have an educated guess that made sense at the time. If more appear in the market, well, guess what? You end up making a bad decision. But looking from outside, or even yourself, you can just justify that mistake much easier, But if you are buying aquarellas, calciatores, paying huge premiums, and more are coming to the market, that's a bit tricky, Yeah, I gotta change it. I think it's also that they don't know how to research, since it's way easier for the US sports / products. No, yeah, for sure. And that's why is an opportunity for us, people that actually, I'm not saying as Europeans, I'm saying because there is a lot of Americans doing great work in the collectible space, in the soccer card market, But people that really engage with the market, you can find a lot of opportunity, because you most likely will always be one step ahead of People that don't put the time in the market. So let's move on. So this set is popular because of the Cruyff rookie, the Verlag Cruyff. This is a nice card. I love the photo for Pelé, and Pelé with Santos is something that you don't find that, especially. Okay, this is 68, so not that early. But Pelé with Santos, I always find these cards to be not that easy to find in general. Jared, how are you doing? Jared said, pops are low, even a Brazilian sticker that goes from 1 to 10 shouldn't crash 90%. The lack of demand of fear, like you said, is... No, Jared, 100%. And Jared said something that is spot on. It's a bit crazy that we have a card that is, let's say, pop 10, and after 1 year is pop 50. That's still a difficult card to find, but our perspective is almost, that card is not rare. That card can still be rare, you know. So basically what Jared said is a great perspective, honestly. I agree totally. It's more the fear around the market. Just make it easy, watch and research soccer. No, I'm wrong a lot of times, trust me. But when I'm wrong, and I will be wrong in the future more and more and more. But at least when I present something on this channel, and this is something I'm very proud, I always have some strong logic behind, at least at the time. Of course, with time things can change, but yeah. High sale price tends to bring more to the market. Relatively, a small collector base in soccer brings the price down fairly quickly when more appear. Another great point by James Darcy. Will said, yeah, I agree with Jared. Even the Henry Foot 2 sold on eBay at PSA 6 for 1.1k and PSA 7 for 1.2k, which is wild. It's like pop 100 still. No, yeah, I mean, Will, I was... Henry is an amazing example, by the way. But a player that I track a bit closer, and I know you track Henry very close, but I love to track the Ronaldinho market, especially early releases. And look, I was having bearish takes about the Brazilian market in general, but if you look at the pop report for Ronaldinho, the sticker is not even 100 copies in PSA. How crazy is that, you know, for a player with this relevance? But that sticker is down like crazy. It's basically what Jared, what James said, is the fear on the market is so strong that our perspective, the sentiment on the market changes really, really fast, and we are seeing that right now. I know a few American collectors went to Brazil to look for a Ronaldinho 99 sticker. They found one, but most aren't in good condition. Condition rarity is crucial for the Ronaldinho. No, I agree, Ansel. I think condition rarity, you know, is crucial in pre-modern in general. Look, let's say 5 years from now, if that Ronaldinho is, let's say, 200 copies, I have no idea, by the way. I think you can make an argument that there is strong rarity no matter the grade, because I expect at least our market in 5 years to be much, much stronger, have much higher demand. But if the market stays the same, if the market grows but very, very slow, and that's another possibility, yeah, I mean, you probably need to target the top stuff on the market, since you don't need a lot of demand to make these items go up. Will said, yeah, definitely an overreaction. If I had the cash, I would bought both. Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of Henrys, right? So you don't need another one. And I don't know about you guys, but I personally, I don't even like duplicates. I find so as a collector, of course, I find it so boring. It's crazy. Okay, let's keep moving. Yeah, nice sticker for Pelé. PSA 1 probably goes quite cheap. I believe the Verlag Cruyff sells around 200, 300 in a PSA 1. So this probably will go quite lower than that, since he's not a rookie, even though Pelé cards always have some interesting demand. Nice Pelé again. I love the pink background. And like I said, actually, I really like Pelé cards with with Santos. PSA population 1 of 1, non-graded higher. Like I said in the last lives, I'll always check if this is true or not. PWCC does not do the best job with this type of stuff for some reason. I think the reason is people send the cards to, let's say you send this card to the vault 1 year ago. When this goes live, this is a bit shocking, honestly, but sometimes they don't check if the pop changed or not. Probably when they put this was correct. But that's how you reach El Rey status. you need more than that, Will. Okay, let's keep moving. So this is the team card on the Polyrex set. The Cruyff is very famous. I showed this a couple of times already, but for people watching for the first time, this is actually the photo that I end up using on the Polyrex. So probably recognize this photo already, right? But normally you see a green background, but this is the original photo. One of the most beautiful cards in vintage, in my opinion. Okay, let's keep moving. Again, I already shared my thoughts on this card a couple of times. It's a bit sad how crazy the pop went up for this one. So if we are being probably a bit too bearish about Ronaldinho Henry, I don't think we are being a bit too bearish about Cruyff. I think this card really ended up surprising us in a negative way. So 26 people watching the stream. Again, thank you so much. 27 actually. So again, thank you so much for that. Do not forget to leave a like. Okay, George Best, legendary player. This is not a rookie, but he's not crazy far from his rookie year. I believe his rookie year is 64, right? The Barat card. But he's a nice photo. Edis Calciator. Probably not that difficult to find, honestly. Okay. We Americans have a very rich sports card culture, 100%, but we have been blind to a lot of rich soccer card and sticker culture. That gun in other countries, this was made it interesting for me. Yeah. I mean, soccer was not a market basically until, let's be real, until 3 years ago, 4 years ago. But yeah. And that's why the market is so difficult to navigate, because we don't know for sure what will be relevant, what will not be relevant. I was, again, in my last video on YouTube, I ended up talking about this. One of the worst things in the, and I'm going to repeat myself, but one of the worst things in the market and the best thing is exactly we don't know, you know, and since we don't know, probably there is opportunity, but there is also it's very easy to fall into a mistake route, if that makes sense. Keep moving. This is a nice Muller. I love the Germany colors on the background. Really cool one. And this is also World Cup year. I'm not sure if Pelé won the best. Pelé was the best player on the World Cup 70, right? But I have an idea, and I could be very wrong on this one, by the way, that Gerd Müller was the top goal scorer. In the other end, I believe was Jairzinho. So I don't know. Maybe someone on chat can confirm this. Really nice Van der Out for Cruyff. I love the fact this is with colors, with the Ajax colors. Some people may consider Sir Alex Ferguson, the best manager ever, but his market in general tends to be quite weak. I mean, he was an amazing coach, but not the best player by any means, but was an okay player. Eusébio, Panini Campione dello Sport. Okay. I don't think those cards are super relevant, but they are nice collectibles. Muller scored 10 in 70 and was top. Yeah, okay. So I also had that idea, but for some reason I thought Jairzinho also scored a lot. I think the Messi 1 of 1 World Cup sale was good to cement the importance of stickers in the hobby. Yeah. I saw people debating that the card, that they are surprised that sticker sold close to the card. Honestly, I'm not. To the Prism 1 of 1, I think the sticker is actually quite more special than the Prism 1 of 1. Because the Prism 1 of 1, of course, is the best card on the set. But there is a lot of numbered cards. There is a lot of amazing parallels. That sticker, that's it. That's the only one numbered. And this a very special one. And also all the marketing around... let me put this a bit lower. All the marketing around that sticker in particular, you know. All right. But yeah, to be honest, I saw the clip you guys did, the podcast with Brian, and I'm not sure if it was, but said, I believe the John Wright that said 10K. I thought that was crazy, to be honest. I mean, it does not make sense. It's a 1 of 1 for a product that is viral in the world, you know. So, but yeah, 100K. I thought less than 100K, I would be disappointed. Over 100K, I think makes sense, you know. That sticker is the type of card that if our market was really, really strong, like baseball or something, that could be a $1 million sticker. It's crazy. Okay, let's move on. Really nice card for Cruyff. Amazing photo. Okay, authentic. Let's see. For me, the authentic versus a 1 or a 2 sometimes is irrelevant, being honest. Yeah, I know, my guess was 60, but that because I didn't have faith that the hobby would get it right. Yeah, no, makes sense. No, and yeah, I also had that concern, you know, that, yeah, maybe Americans really don't like stickers. But in the other hand, we knew that the SS stickers sold for over 100K. I believe the PSA 10 Ronaldo at one point also sold for 100K or close to that. So I had some hope, you know, that was possible to go really, really, really high. Panini World Cup stickers collections mean lineage is strong to... yeah, no, for sure. No, that sticker, look, I don't like the narrative of Messi 2022 cards being that important. I think they are important. I just think people are overreacting a bit. And I think the market will actually correct on the Prism stuff sooner, at least mid-term. But if I had to have a card for 2022 for Messi, a card, a sticker, that would be my and money was not a problem, of course. That would be my choice. I think is probably the best one. I'm very afraid of fake sweet stickers. For the 1 of 1, I'm even more scared. Not that I can ever afford it myself, but image like 5, 1 of 1 is appearing at the market, all trust will be gone. Imagine 5 appearing on the market. Okay. I mean, yeah, but to be honest, I honestly don't think that would be that much of a big deal, Thomas. Especially for the Messi card, because we know the real one. You know, if more appear in the market, we know that the real one is already graded, and the PSA will not even grade it because they will check on the pop report. So, but maybe, you know. I'm tempted to buy SEC Lazy Ace to cross to PSA 1s, but I'm not sure the conversion rate. So Jared, it's just not PSA 1s. I believe last year I sent a Messi, the Mundi Chromo with 4 players, and I got an A, and I was like, maybe there is some problem with the card, but I ended up cracking, sent to BGS and got 8.5. So. And I know more stories about this, that they give a lot of authentics for some reason. I got a lot of authentics. Sometimes I even sell them as authentic, but I know if someone cracks the slab, they most likely will get a grade in a different company. But now that they put the reason, which is a bit more interesting. So you can see this one. They put minimum size not met. Yeah, I don't know. Seems quite normal for me, you know. But again, I mean, they are the experts, right? Would be interesting I would be interested in the motivations of the top bidders for the Messi sticker. Collector, investor. That sticker, I would not be surprised. I was thinking about that a couple of days ago. Since that's a one-of-one and is a very easy card, not card, get the point, but is a very easy sticker to put marketing behind, I would not be shocked by any means if a fractional company bought that. I think it's a perfect item for that type of company, but could be wrong. Even if a card is alternated, just submit to BGS, they give you a solid grade. No, Ansel, but funny story. BGS is trash, no doubt. But again, probably 1 year ago, I actually had a big submission with them, and a lot of my cards, they got rejected because they told me they are fake. I mean, not the case. But I find fascinating that they grade fakes and they reject real cards. So probably it's true. You send a trimmed card and got graded. I mean, we see that a lot with the Maradona 79 Calciatore, you know. So there is a lot of trimmed Calciatores in BVG slabs. But yeah, it's a nice sticker. I don't see anything wrong, but do your research. From the stickers on 79, in terms of photos, I always like this one a bit more than the others. I think looks really, really nice. The number 10 on the photo, I think is a really nice photo for Maradona. I also like the cartoons. Which, by the way, for some reason people don't like it. I think they are quite unique. Look at this. This is amazing. So another authentic. Same logic, minimum size not met. Yeah, I don't know about that. I already talked about these cards for Maradona with Boca Juniors are not easy to find. There is also another one, not this card in particular, but there is a POG in the previous, that is still live, weekly auction. Full beat, I believe, also the same name as this one. Maybe it's even the same set. These cards are not easy to find by any means. It happens a lot in the baseball vintage market. BGS has graded a lot of altered cards. Yeah, even in Magic. By the way, in Magic, most people grade Magic cards with Beckett, which is surprising. But basically, the market started that way, and Magic collectors really enjoyed the subgrades. But I remember a couple of scandals with fake Black Lotos on BGS slabs. So they mess up a lot of times. Look, all grading companies do mistakes. That's a given, you know. But BGS, that's too much, honestly. Keep moving. Okay. So Maldini. What can we say about Maldini? Well, he's a GOAT defender, no doubt. I mean, he's one of the best. I believe if you don't have Maldini in your top 3, top 5, you are probably not in good faith, or you have no idea about the market in terms of defenders. Not all time, of course. I think it's between him and Beckenbauer. I also believe Baresi and Sergio Ramos are in this discussion for the best defender ever. But yeah, I would be careful with Maldini market. I think the Panini Calciatore, the one you are seeing on the screen, is quite easy to find. The Calcio Flash seems a bit more rare, but in modern, pre-modern releases, Calcio Flash also tends to be common. People tend to believe, and I actually agree, that the Forza Goal is the most difficult rookie for Maldini, and that could perfectly be the case. But yeah, I'll always be careful with this because I remember at one point, for both stickers actually, pops being very, very low. Right now is not the case anymore, specific for the calciator. Jared said, that full bit is tough, a PSA 1 went for 1k at Goldin. 1k, really? Oh, that's surprising. 1k is too much for me, honestly. I think it's an amazing card, but 1k is too much. Because 1k is like a rookie for Maradona, you know. I know it's quite more common, but I also believe the story behind can sustain price much easier. And the awareness is stronger for rookies than is for second years or third years cards. Actually, 78 is second year, but I'm talking cards with Boca Juniors, for example. I always felt that Romário is a bit underrated in the hobby. He's one of the best strikers ever. World Cup 94, this guy was a machine for Brazil. This sticker, I would not say is crazy common, but is also not that difficult. And is another sticker that if you want to target, you probably should focus more on condition rarity, because true rarity probably not the case on this one. Keep moving. It's a nice photo for Maradona. I also remember people going nuts for this card, the Bergkamp Shooting Stars. I always thought was overrated, being honest. Not the player. I think Bergkamp is an amazing player. Yeah, but the card itself, I'm not the biggest fan, being honest. I like the sticker quite more. So, not sure what's going on with this Zidane. Let me see if there is something crazy going on. Again, why is this slab? I have no idea. My logic would be maybe at the time they didn't want to put this in a normal slab because of the Newton rings, and this way they could avoid that. If that's the case, that's actually a good idea, honestly. But apart from that, I don't know. So you cannot see interesting. You cannot see the rosette pattern that clear, even in 5x. But the reason is, since this is a bigger slab, you know, the zoom is not giving. The zoom is not there for us. So I would not comment on this. I think PSA in general is quite good. So probably is a real one, but I wish we could zoom a bit more even. I believe there is some rosette pattern there, but yeah, I don't know. Grail card in every modern market, by the way. I think this is, if you take out Ronaldo Mega Cracks and Messi Mega Cracks, and also the stickers for them, I think this Zidane is probably the... I mean, it's difficult. Some people may say Ronaldinho, 99, but I think this is a Grail card for sure in pre-modern. If those cards go for what they sell today, my Neymar Jr., top of the class, phone 17, select black, 1 of 1 worth a few thousand. Oh, you have a 1 of 1, Alex. Neymar. Phone 17. The black refractors are quite nice. I believe I saw someone posting a 1 of 1 Neymar on Instagram. Someone that I follow. And I also believe was a select, actually. A black refractor. But I'm not sure about the year. Let's move on. Okay, Jorge Campos. I mean, you have to admit, this is one of the best. Look at this. I mean, this is a all-time. This is a all-time kit for Mexico. What a nice card. What a nice photo. The card is quite common, to be honest. Jasmine said Matt and oh yeah, exactly, Matt loves Brazilian players, so and this Neymar was a beautiful card. The PSA 10 Neymar Jr. Yeah, I got it while the person put it on auction during the first weekend of football playoffs. Oh, okay. What's your opinion about printing plates, Andre? Yeah. So actually, I have some experience with printing plates, Thomas. Funny enough, because I bought a couple in Star Wars at one point, and they never appreciated that much. I thought was an amazing play I was doing, but they never appreciated that. I think in general, and again, other people in chat may can correct me, but I think in general collectors don't like them. It's almost that they are not part of the set or something, you know. I don't. It's the psychology around that is actually quite interesting. Clown, thank you so much. I know it was not for me, but Alex said so. No eyes are on it. It was sold before on Golden for 700, which was low, and just recently in January I got it. Okay. Recovery said Campus had some crazy jerseys. Yeah. At the time, look, nowadays, one thing that I would say is kits are much worse than they end up being in the 90s, you know. So let's move on. Ronaldo El Mundo Deportivo Las Estrelas, PSA 6. Actually, this is a nice copy. You can see this is uncut, but seems like a really, really nice job on this one. Now you can tell me, Andre, why is this a PSA 6 and not a PSA 8 or a PSA 4? I don't know. That's the reality. I see a couple of high grades that I think look really bad. This one looks really, really nice. Look at this. If you are a fan of this sticker, by the way, I think this one looks really, really nice. Probably, of course, I mean, maybe there is some surface damage that we are not seeing. But yeah, the grades on this sticker, I always felt that was a bit crazy to pay a premium for a better grade, because I really think if you crack all of the stickers on this for Ronaldo on this set, most of them will come with a different grade, because this isn't cut, you know. It's very relative to give a grade on this type of stuff. It's almost about the feeling that the grader have in that day. Paul Scholes, PSA 6. PSA population 1 of 1 with 2 graded higher. So this sticker, I know Merlin stickers are not difficult to find, by the way, but this one in particular, I'm always looking on eBay UK, eBay.com for a really nice one, especially centered. This one is not the case, and I don't find it. It's crazy. I've been looking for some time, and this one centered tends to be quite difficult. And Paul Scholes is a huge legend. I mean, some people may say the best midfielder ever in Premier League. I think it's debatable because you have Gerrard, Kevin De Bruyne nowadays, Frank Lampard, I mean Patrick Vieira, so many all-time greats in midfield. Van Basten, 3 times Ballon d'Or. Again, these cards. They are nice if you are a collector, you know, if you really don't care about the money and you think this is an amazing card to have in my collection, really nice. But I think you also should expect the pop to increase in this over time, since you can still see a lot of them raw. You can also make the argument that they are not selling for a lot, so probably people will not grade them, but eventually if they start to well, people will grade them. Also a nice alternative if you are in the Paul Scholes rookie material. I think this card is also a really nice one. I believe in the last live someone said that they even prefer this to the sticker, and I think that's fine. This is a really nice card. Looks quite nice. Buffon, again, not a rookie. This is actually a second-year Buffon nowadays, but I guess people will still consider this rookie material like they consider this rookie material for Ronaldo, but this is 95, 96, and there is 94, 95 cards for him. Bully Cow 96. If you guys are not aware, Bully Cow is basically a cake. Was also quite popular is a snack type of cake. was also quite popular in Portugal. I believe in Spain is probably the same. I always find this sticker difficult to find in general. Again, this is not the best grade, I get it, but I think it's a nice one if you want early card for Ronaldo with Barcelona. This is actually the first year with Barcelona. Beautiful card for David Beckham, but quite easy to find. James said, I founded one centered skulls in like 2 years. No, I believe you. I believe you because I'm also having problems with that. I've been looking not for 2 years probably, but and I don't look every day, but I tend to check a couple of my searches from time to time, and that is one that is not appearing. All the USA World Cup 94 card collection had a huge production runs, 100%, especially because it was in USA and was upper deck. So, as an investment, I think the only card to buy is the André Escobar card. Why you say that? Because of the sad and crazy story around, or do you think is a bit more rare? I don't know. I'm actually curious to know. So same photo as the. It's the same photo, right? Okay, now I'm not sure. Maybe not. But yeah, second year card for... third year card now. So this is second year, this is third year. Crazy how things change. Third year card for Buffon, but still early card and a PSA 10, PSA population 1 of 1. The sad part about this being a PSA 10, not sad if you are selling, but most likely if you want to buy, you have to pay huge premium. I would be careful with that. I think you probably can still find this sticker raw and, roll the dice with PSA and see if you can also get a 10. Okay, Estrelas Europeias 96 for Ronaldo. So this is actually one of the first cards for Ronaldo. It's not a rookie, even though you can still put in the rookie material. But this is an early card for Ronaldo, and yeah, I think is an amazing one. There is also a Russian version for this card that is quite more difficult to find, but a 7 from my experience is not even a bad grade for this one. I'm not checking the pop report right now, but yeah, I think a 7 is actually a solid grade. Okay, this is also first year for Zidane at Juventus, by the way. Del Piero, legendary players for Juventus. By the way, what a great team Juventus had with Del Piero, Zidane. I mean, those guys are legends. Second year, Melhores Equipos de Europa for... also, I actually love the photo on this one for Zidane. I think it's a really nice action shot. And in general, I love Melhores Equipos de Europa. I think the set is very well done. So guys, if you are watching the live stream for the first time, just a reminder that I do this every Friday. Normally I go between 1 hour and 2 hours. And the idea is always to look at the PWCC weekly auction. But, in the future, I can also do different stuff, to be honest. So yeah, I'll always check the stream on Friday if you want to participate on the chat. I started doing this more to interact with the community than actually looking at the weekly auction. Even though, of course, I still enjoy to look at look what's going to appear on the market, in this case on PWCC, but normally it's because I really like to talk with all of you guys. And if you are watching the stream, again, repeating myself, but do not forget to leave a like. Recovery said, the whole story around about all the hype for Colombia team in the Bulls to the World Cup, and when he scored the own goal, what happened to him afterwards, I think the narrative is strong. It's a crazy story, yeah. I agree totally. It's a crazy story. Let's keep moving. So this then is one I'm not aware of. I'm not sure if Niels is watching the stream or not. So if you guys actually want to follow someone that knows a lot about Zidane, Niels, I believe Niels 10 on Instagram is probably the best person you can find. He collects Zidane in general, not only the rookie stuff, even the second year, first year with Real Madrid, with Juventus. And you have an amazing collection for Zinedine Zidane, a all-time great in my opinion. But I'm not sure about this one. I actually don't. It's the first time, probably not the first time I'm seeing. I probably already saw this on eBay, but I did not pay attention. But I don't know the story around this. But the photo is nice. DS, okay. It's interesting because look, I love Del Piero. I think Del Piero was a legendary player for Juventus, but and this is a one-off one. Do you guys think that? I mean, it's a PSA 10, so probably people will try to buy it, but I don't know. Seems the player is relevant, not crazy relevant, but the card is not relevant at all. It's basically the condition rarity. So actually, I'm curious to see how much this costs. So I see that a lot of people end up leaving the like on the stream right now. Thank you so much for that. Okay, Roberto Baggio. Compton said, "Hey Andre, I'm going to miss PWCC, but they screw me over 20 bucks. I will never buy from this platform again." Oh really? What happened? Nicholas Parker said, kind of, hello my friend, how are you doing? Okay, let's keep moving. So, by the way, this is also first year for Ronaldo, the Brazilian one at Real Madrid, Mundi Chromo. Beautiful card, but quite easy to find, by the way. If this was a PSA 10, that would be a different conversation, or even a PSA 9, since Mundi Chromo always have a lot of problems with centering. But the PSA 8, this looks quite nice, just, you know, first glance, but Mundi Chromo did a really nice job. So actually we'll tell a story about Mundi Chromo. I'm working in a video where I will explain a bit about Mundi Chromo production. I also want to talk about the Mundi Chromo Messi rookie. I want to make some explanation on early cards for Messi, and the Mundi Chromo will be a big part of that. But the reason Mundi Chromo ended up appearing in '94 was, I believe this is a company, the company started in Valencia, and one of the reasons this company started was the guy wanted to bring the Topps baseball type of card to Spain. The idea actually was Europe in general at the time. That's why when you see this type of cards, they have stats on the back. They had a nice collectible, you know, quite advanced for the time. In '94. Panini was doing stickers, Este was doing also stickers, and Mundi Chromo was quite ahead of the time. Not sure if you guys enjoy this type of stories, but I personally find it fascinating that they tried to copy baseball cards. Legend, kind of, right? Not a huge legend, but Berbatov at one point in time was a very important player, and I enjoyed him a lot in Manchester United. 2002, Panini Road to FIFA, World Cup sticker, PSA population 104, 8 graded higher. Yeah, seems about right. I mean, if you are a Zidane collector, probably this will be cheap, and I think is a nice collectible. I still love this card. I know this card is down a lot. Not sure about the population total on 9s and 10s. I assume 10s will be quite lower. But at one point in time, people was going crazy for this card, and I like it still. You know, I think is a really nice card. Ronaldo was the player of the tournament in 2002, and amazing comeback story for him at this World Cup. But yeah, Mundi Chromo did a lot of amazing cards. Look at this. I mean, for this time, I mean, this was quite amazing. Look at this. I love this card, man. I really like it. These cards in end, they are sick to they look stunning. It's almost like not a kaboom, but kind of like a kaboom, to be honest. I understand there is no cartoon, but okay. Ooh, rookie for Cialini. I mean, this is easy to find, but you don't see these stickers appearing every day on PWCC. Hello, how are you doing? Love that card, just got a 9. Talking about the Zidane one, right, Will? Yeah. I love the Zidane one, but the Ronaldinho, probably because I like Ronaldinho more, but the Ronaldinho one is such a beautiful card. And the fun fact about that is the Ronaldinho card is actually first year at Barcelona, so the narrative is a bit better than the Zidane one, but the Zidane is also an amazing choice. Rookie for Pepe. Pepe is still playing, if you guys are not aware. Legend for Portugal. So same logic with this one. First year at Barcelona, mega fishes. I told this story in the last live, but 2004, this is 2003. 2004 was the first year that Mega Cracks had a set. Previous to that, Mega Cracks was basically an insert inside of Mega Fishes. Okay, this is interesting. So you guys probably recognize this set, the upper deck, because of the Ronaldo cards. They are actually quite popular, second year cards for Ronaldo. But yeah, there is numbered cards on this set. They don't appear that often. The golds, as you can see. Wait, why this? Okay, let me check one thing. $18. Wait, what? What am I missing? I thought they are out of 25. Oh no, they actually change from player to player. Okay, that's interesting. I did not know that. Oh, Kane still have the same out of 16. See, we learn things every day. I did not know this. That's interesting. Yeah, I agree. He actually looks, he's dancing. You know, the Ronaldinho card is amazing. Luan said, hi, how are you doing? I'm doing well, my friend. How about you? I bought a Bergman Beckenbauer PSA2 today. Congrats. I'm mega happy. Just started collecting German pre-modern and vintage players. I mean, huge Bergman, but the 65, the rookie one. Because that probably that I would assume if he's a PSA2. But congrats, that's a beautiful, beautiful card. Because of your awesome content, well, that makes me happy. Keep up the great work. I mean, I try. USMT, Alec, how are you doing, my friend? Golds are to jersey numbers. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you so much, Alec. I did not know that. Wait, what about the goalkeeper? If the goalkeeper is the number 1? Okay, yeah, you can see 16. No, Alec, thank you. So the Ronaldo was already 7, the number 7 on. Okay, this is interesting to know. Really, really, really good information. Actually, I will put this in the favorites. I want to see all the market price for them. The Ronaldo card is a Grail card numbered on this set for sure. I mean, Grail gets relative, you guys get the point, but is an amazing card for Ronaldo. Even the normal ones in top grades are amazing. Okay. Wait, this is Gerrard, right? Not the card. I understand this is for another player, but this is Gerrard. Oh yeah. Okay, this is cool. Fortune. No one cares about him probably, but they care about Gerrard. Soccer Card says the gold upper deck are numbered to the jersey number. Oh, thank you so much. I did not know. Oh, Alex said that's cool. You know, yeah, that's really, really cool. Do you know if the Japanese version of Mega Fixtures 2003 set is rare? I think it's more rare than the Spanish one. But saying, you know, if you are asking for true rarity, I don't think so. At least I buy mostly TCGs from Baye, and from time to time I see these cards appear there. And I don't think is that rare, honestly. But they seem more rare than the Spanish version. And probably there is also condition rare. So if you can find them in really good condition, you probably have something there, you know. Luan said, yes, the rookie won 65-66, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, congrats, my friend. That's I love the photo. Now you need a Muller, you know, because if you have the Beckenbauer, you have to buy the Muller also. Phil Neville. His brother was a bit better than him. Talking about his brother. There we go. Silvestri. I almost forget about this guy. I was a big fan of United in these years, you know, and I started following even more with Cristiano Ronaldo. Legend. Yeah, actually put this in the favorites. Not that I probably will not bid on them, being real with you guys, but yeah, those cards are not. Yeah, but guys, this is not correct. Why is the? So those are out of 25. You know, okay, the Skulls was correct, but Phil Neville is not the number 25. Rio Ferdinand cannot be the number 25. What's going on here? What am I missing? Oh, these are super cool. Honestly, I'm going to have to favorite them. No, yeah, they are really cool for sure. I love this one, for example. Ferdinand is a legend for Manchester United. And he's also quite active nowadays in social media. I believe he also comments games in networks, you know, TV networks. Some seem to be Jersey, some aren't. I don't get it. Okay. No, it makes sense, I mean. Luan said Muller will come too. I'm looking also for a Thomas Muller PSA 10 action shot 2009 sticker. Love this one too. Are you talking about the foil one or the normal action shot? Actually, Will in chat had the SEC 10 for a Thomas Muller rookie. I believe Will already sold the card. I could be wrong, but yeah. Okay, let's continue. O'Shea, again, not incredible players, but it's still cool to see these cards appearing in the market. They end up being a bit ahead of their time already, no? I mean, Upper Deck, American company, so also made sense. But this is a nice Rune. Oh, this is a really nice one. So young, right? So this is not rookie, but I mean, it's kind of like rookie material, you know. And for England, is a nice one for sure. Hey Valencia, how are you doing, my friend? I did last year, though they come up more often now. Yeah, for sure. Is there no? There is SL. There is number cards for Ronaldo on this set. I believe if you go to Gold Impact past auctions, you can find them. Seems like I number 4 2004. My favorite is the action shot, but the full one is so nice too. I have to research a bit until I buy one. So if both are similar, Luan, last time I checked, and again, do your own research on this front. But last time I checked, the foil one was very difficult to get a 10, more difficult than the other action shot. Oh, I did not notice, Alec. This was numbered. Okay. I did not even notice that. Thank you for pointing. Limited edition of 2000. Okay. No, and to be fair, again, it's not like this is crazy rare, but to be fair, we don't see this card I don't see this card that often. But yeah, nice. Might be put in the favorites. Nice catch. Okay, so Ronaldo, this is the same year as the Messi rookie. Beautiful photo for Ronaldo on this one. So this is basically part of a game, not part of a game, but this basically you could split the Ronaldinho of the card. I had a couple of this raw. I still have them, so cool stuff. Same photo that being used here. This is an insert again, and they end up using the same photo for Ronaldo also. So this is the rookie for David Silva, legendary player for Spain and Manchester City. At one point I thought this was quite more difficult to find than the normal cards in Mundi Chromo, since it's part of an update, but recently I've been seeing a good amount of them appearing. But it is a really nice card. If you look on the back, there is another player also. So... Luan said, okay, I will get you. Thanks, by the way. I'm a huge Bayern fan and I will move to Bayern PGC to the stadium next week. Oh, I will move to Bayern PSG to stadium next week. Okay. Look, I hope PSG wins. I'm going to be honest with you. The reason I hope PSG wins is not that I like PSG that much, you know, because I don't. But I'm a huge Messi fan, and I also like Neymar too, to be honest. So I would love to see them going through it. In the other end, look, if Bayern destroys PSG, like I actually have a feeling that can happen, I think Bayern can win the Champions League, and I would be really happy for Müller. I really like him also. I think he's a legend. I also like Neuer a lot. I know he's injured right now, but... André, do you know of any of the Mundi Chromo years are more or less printed than others? The Raul Rookie seems to be more common than many of the later years. So... one of the reasons for that, Valencia, could be that was the first year for Mundi Chromo, and most likely they end up printing a lot. They end up being new to the market, so they may end up overshooting there. At least is my logic behind that being quite more common. But I was talking about this a bit earlier, Valencia. I want to do a longer video about Mundi Chromo story, what I think about rarity on the set, conditions rarity, etc. So expect something related to that soon on this channel. Soon could be 1 month, could be 6 months. I honestly don't like to give timelines, but it's something that I really want to talk about. Bayern PSG, yeah. So Alex said it's really up to their defense, which is on the set scale. Yeah, talking about PSG or Bayern. PSG defense is not that great. Okay, let's continue. So yeah, talking about this, great cards in general, but more common than I thought. That being said, if PSA is correct, just one graded higher, so PSA 10 probably really difficult. Nice Ronaldinho, also in the same set as Messi rookies. Those cards in hand look quite nice. Very underrated insert in general, in my opinion. Mega Cracks 2004 set was beautiful. Even the inserts, this is Mega Estrelas, right? Yeah, Mega Estrelas, exactly. Even the inserts are so nice. Mega Estrelas, yeah. Even the back, look at this. This is a nice card, you know. Really second year at Real Madrid for David Beckham. Okay. No, for sure, Valencia. PSG, yeah. I was assuming that also. Okay, let's continue. I will go until 2017, 2018 in terms of cards. After that, it's just not a market that I track that close, the ultra modern era. I collect modern, but it's basically Messi, to be honest with you guys. Okay. Oh, wow. PSA Population 1 of 1, and this is the Spanish version. I love this photo for Ronaldinho, but I can't lie, it remembers me a character from Star Wars. I forgot the name on this photo. But you guys know, Ronaldinho, my favorite player for a reason, what a legend. So one thing that I've been noticing about the Messi market in general, and I was talking with James about this, another amazing content creator in the space. Prices for Messi rookies, especially mid-grades, not that the 9 is a mid-grade, but they seem quite stable. I like it. I think the Messi market finding some type of stabilization tends to be quite nice. The 7-1Bs, I feel like it has been trading very similar in the last, I don't know, 6 months. Jar Jar Binks. Oh yeah, I think that's the name, Robert, but I'm not sure. Okay. I really like the SP cards for Ronaldo. They should be graded 2003, 2004. On Patreon, I actually explained the reason for this. If you look at the Wayback Machine website, you can actually find information that this set was released for the season 2003-2004. I ended up presenting the information to SCC at one point in time, but they did not change it. Okay, also numbered cards, interesting. Let's see the lot. So SP is also upper deck, if you guys are not aware. Okay, not super relevant. Van Nistelrooy is relevant for sure. Even Phil Neville, I would say, is relevant. So golds are out of 99 in the set. Interesting. Ryan Giggs, legend. Oshia. Roy Keane, legend. Ferdinand, also legend. But no Ronaldo, right? Oh, this is a nice card. Sir Bobby Charlton. This is a really nice card. I love it. Probably the best English player ever. Gary Neville, Paul Scholes, a lot of legends. Solskjaer. So see that this is amazing. I love to see it. Fabian Barthez, kind of a legend, not for Manchester United, but what he did for France is impressive. When I think about that French team, I always remember Barthez and Zidane are the two first players that come to my mind. I wish they broke the setup, yeah. No, this is smart, because if you put the non-relevant players, you probably get nothing for them. Putting in the lot probably pushes the price a bit, Luan said, what do you think about WCC? I'm pretty new to this set. You think the market will grow and will become relevant sometime? Because there are some rookies for buying cards I love. I think Kroos is a good example of that. Also, Muller also have a rookie on WCC. Look, I would say one thing. WCC in general is easy to find in Japan. Just Google Baie, and it's basically a proxy site to buy stuff from Japan. And you can find these cards there much more cheap than on eBay, in my experience. But in the other hand, some WCF cards, they have strong condition rarity. Benzema and Roberto Deck was telling me this 1 year ago. Benzema WCF card gem rate is crazy low. I don't know from the top of my head the pop. So cards that are in bad condition or even okay condition, I would not recommend. But if you buy something for a relevant player, look at the pop reports again. Even though pop reports for the LCF probably are not super relevant, being honest. But yeah, condition rate could be a thing. That's my point. Some really nice cards. Well, never seen the Obi Bobby Charlton SP cards. I will definitely look for them. No, yeah. They are quite nice. Another nice one. Ricardo Lopez. Okay. Nice to see it for sure. I wish Ronaldo was there and probably the lot would go much crazier. Wait, another one? So this is what? Out of 325. Okay. Let's see it. It's beautiful to see this type of stuff, all the cards together, right? I mean, 300 is not crazy rare, but for the time, you know, probably not easy to find these cards, even the 325. Okay, again, Van Nistelrooy, Sir Alex Ferguson. Again. But no Ronaldo, right? Great photo for Van Nistelrooy. This guy was lethal as a striker. Do you guys remember Van Nistelrooy, or are you guys new fans to soccer? Because if you remember Van Nistelrooy, you guys know how crazy he was. So Roberto says, WCC Benzema, 104 graded, 2 gem. Yeah, that's crazy low. Paul Scholes. Okay, we keep moving. Let's see the second photo. I doubt there is Ronaldo, but... I'm curious to see how much these slots will reach, because without Ronaldo, they lose a lot of power. But it's an amazing compilation of cards. Dave said, without outside of Ronaldo is in that set, is there anyone you would target? I mean, if you are talking like about great opportunity investing, I'm not sure about, Dave, being really honest, because the Ronaldo market is a different market, same for Messi. But there is a lot of legends, you know. I mean, if you believe in the growth of the market, I don't know, Van Nistelrooy, Rio Ferdinand, Paul Scholes, Roy Keane, so many. So another interesting fact about WCF, Kroos WCF have 20 graded and 0 gem. That's interesting. And by the way, that's the true rookie for both players, for Benzema and Kroos. Two huge Real Madrid legends. Nice Xavi, nice Messi. Again, see, in a PSA 8 for this card, I would not tell you to buy, you know, unless it's really cheap. But as you can see in top grades, they can be difficult. So I actually like these cards a lot for Messi and Ronaldo. I think they are an amazing alternative if you don't want to buy into the mainstream set. There is also a version with rounded corners. It's quite more rare than this one, the normal one. I believe the rounded corners end up being released in South America. Some people tell me just Brazil, but I believe South America in general, but I have no confirmation on this. Just me talking with other collectors. Nice Ronaldo. So talking about the 2006 set, okay. So if you want to buy this set heavy, you have an amazing opportunity, right? Look at the amount of legends that are in the set. Totti, Ronaldo, Petr Cech, Drogba, Oliver Kahn, Beckham. Fun fact about the cards with England is, since they did not have the rights, the cards don't present logos, which they look a bit bad, I have to say it. Then, so the biggest players after, in my opinion, of course, after Ronaldo and Messi, Zidane and Ronaldo. Ronaldinho also probably in the conversation, but here you have a lot of legends, right? Kaká, Drogba, I mean, Totti. There is a lot. Shevchenko, Van Nistelrooy. So amazing set in terms of buy appeal. A bit common, not gonna lie. If you are a collector, you probably enjoy these cards. And the gem rate in general is, I believe, is low. Especially for the Ronaldo and the Messi cards, I believe is low. I'm not sure about these ones with the foil. I have to check it. I probably knew this 2 years ago. Right now, I don't remember. This is the type of stuff you should stay away for logic reasons. They are crazy mass produced. By the way, 29 people watching the stream right now. If you can leave a like, thank you so much for that. I think the third best card in the set is Ronaldinho. So you think he's better than Zidane and Ronaldo? I mean, I'm not saying you are wrong, Thomas. I think he's very up to debate. Like I think Ibrahimovic is a very important card on the set also. So I think we know the two best cards on the set. After that, gets quite more close, And it's probably also about gem rate. If one of the guys I mentioned, the gem rate for some reason is much lower than the other, that automatic makes the PSA 10 in particular probably a very important card in the set. Beautiful stuff for Ronaldinho. I love this Mundi Chromo design. So talking about Muller, I know this is not the action shot someone in the chat was asking for, but here we go. I also love this Muller. I like the typical headshot. I think they are really, really cool. PSA population 1 of 1. This probably ended up increasing a lot in the last year. There was a lot of sealed product for Muller, but he's a legend. Robert says, what do you think about this strategy? Buy a bunch of 2006 World Cup legends in PSA 10, crack and resubmit to get a PSA 10. I mean, it probably can work, being honest with you. Especially because I feel PSA is grading a bit soft nowadays. In the other hand, can also be a disaster, so be careful. And again, inspect the card, try to... If you really want to make that play, try to have some common sense, look at the cards, do your own research on this front, and yeah, basically that. Thomas said, it is first WCF card, that's why I prefer his card over... it's his first World Cup card, that's why I prefer his card over Zidane and Ronaldo. And that's a great point, Thomas. That's a great point. Robert said, aside from Messi and Ronaldo, the gem rate for 2006 World Cup is quite high. Okay, see, that's something I did. Probably the foil ones grade a bit better. Is that the case, Robert? That probably is the case, if I had to guess. Okay, look. Legend, Marta. I don't know what's the rookie for Marta. They put rookie on this. If you guys know on chat, tell me. I don't know. But Marta is Marta is kind of like the Pelé of human football. Ended up winning Ballon d'Or 6 times, right? I saw some story the other day about Marta. I believe he won 6 times Ballon d'Or. Putellas right now have 2, right? But yeah, legend for sure. I have no idea if this is the rookie. I don't follow human football at all. So let's move on. Nice Messi, PSA 10. Again, not super difficult to find, but I find it a nice collectible. Love this Muller sticker too. Yeah, I love the action shots. I think they are amazing. Let's continue. Kevin De Bruyne rookie. The headshot, the portrait is more difficult than this one, but the PSA 8 is a decent grade. I had one and I sold it. I kind of miss it, to be honest. Maybe I try to bid on this one. I'm not sure. I think Kevin De Bruyne is a weird case because, we all agree probably, unless you don't like football, that this guy is an amazing player and is a Premier League legend for sure. But will Kevin De Bruyne be relevant in 20 years from now? That I'm not sure. I think he needed something extra, a Ballon d'Or, even a Champions League for City would be huge. With Belgium, I doubt he can win anything at this point. Seems like the gold generation for Belgium is a bit too old now. Let's keep moving. I remember Honda quite well. I was a huge fan of him. I remember him going to Milan, and I thought this guy would be the next big thing, but never ended up being the case. Talking about a very important player right now in Premier League, Heung-min Son. His sticker is not that difficult to find from my experience, but I believe he's the only rookie for him in 2011. So there is something there. By the way, I did the best buy on Instagram, and I ended up sharing one PSA 10 Mohamed Salah. I was crazy impressed by how much this card sells. I feel like this sticker is very common. Probably the gem rate is low, but not the type of stuff I would target. So now we are entering more in a modern era. I will go a bit far than 2014, but not that far. Nice Ronaldo, Gold, Prism Select, PSA 9, 1 of 3 to graded Dyer. This is a beautiful card for Ronaldo. Love the photo. Nice touch that the ball is on the edge. I really like it. Mitroglou. This guy was a legend for my club at one point in time, Benfica. He scored a lot of goals. He's not a legend in general, but you guys get the point. Sam Noir now. Talking about Kevin De Bruyne, another amazing card for him. Noir is a really beautiful set. I really like it. Out of 10 also. Yeah, really nice card. If you guys want a one card out of for Kevin De Bruyne, this is probably one of the best options. I love the look of these cards. I had a Ronaldo and a Messi, both the white prisms. I sold both. But I really enjoyed it. A lot of times centering tends to be a problem on a card like this. That really nice card. Another legend, Suarez, Select Gold. One of my Patreon members collects Suarez quite heavy. He's a legend. I mean, if the market grows, this type of players they can gain a lot of momentum, in my opinion. Especially if right now you can afford the really top stuff for them, like a card like this, you know. Okay, Top Chrome, purple, SCC 10. I like the purple on Top Chrome. I know it's the most common parallel, but I still think looks really nice. Bailey is a difficult player to judge, you know, because the guy is 100% a legend. I mean, should I say? I mean, I think he's a legend, but if you think about this time at Real Madrid, even though he scored so many crazy goals, had so many highs, but there was also a lot of lows at Real Madrid, you know. So he's a difficult player to judge, but I like Bale. So guys, just one thing, I see that we have 26 or 27, I'm not sure, people watching right now. So if you can leave a like, thank you so much. The stream will not go super long since we are already at the end of the cards I want to talk about. But yeah, if you can leave a like, thank you so much for that, really. And I do this every Friday, so let's move on. So someone on chat was talking about getting a nice Muller. This is another nice option, you know. The Top Chrome, not this card in particular, even though this card in particular is a great one also, but yeah. Will said, I'm surprised Suarez doesn't have a lot of collectors considering the amount of Barca and Liverpool collectors. That's a great point, by the way, Will. Even his gold was so cheap, someone was selling a gold out of 10, filled level horizontal for 300. Yeah. I mean, 300 is a lot of money, Will. But I get your point. Keep moving. Some rookie stuff for Mbappe, but not numbered, so we skip that. Hazard. Man, this guy at one point was so incredible. But yeah, right now not having his best moment. The reality is he actually won Champions League with Real Madrid last season, but no one cares about him anymore. I mean, I think he's an amazing player, but he was an amazing player, but yeah. I think his career should have gone a bit longer, you know. Oh yeah, my bad. I meant comparatively for what true goals go for, and Hazard gave me so many nightmares. Yeah, Hazard was such an elite player. think this insert looks really nice for Mbappe. You mean not having his best years? No, yeah, exactly that. Vinicius Junior PSA 10 ST sticker. Very easy to find, but probably a nice alternative if you are in a budget. One of one Ronaldo. Oh wow. I always like the look of Eminence. I personally like a bit more than Flawless, but for Messi, I know the autos, or at least the rumors is the autos are not real. That alone puts a lot of pressure in the set, you know, especially comparing with Flawless. But a beautiful card for Ronaldo for sure. Okay, I saw this before the starting the stream. This is a weird card, right? But it's a cool one at the same time. So basically this is... Okay, let's see what they say. The autograph is guaranteed by... Okay. By Panini America. But this almost seems like a patch with autograph, right? And you can see the auto is a bit cut there. Auto 9, authentic card. It's a cool card. Almost seems like a patch signed, you know. Okay, we take a look at a couple of more cards, but not a lot. Yeah, that's a patch with an auto. But why they don't say that on the back wheel? They basically say that the auto is oh wow, one of one. Ooh, I did not saw this. I mean, the player is not super relevant, but I bet this card looks amazing in hand. Ooh, looks so well. Yeah, also matches the kit. Alex Telles is again not super relevant, but yeah. No clue, to be honest. Yeah. Okay. So crazy. Yesterday, James was sharing the graph for not the PSA 9, but for the PSA 10 Mega Cracks rookie for Ansu Fati, and he's down so much. Makes sense. I mean, he's not performing, so. EVS Sports said that's not a patch, not memorabilia. Okay, I also thought that to be honest. Let's take a look at one more page and that's it. Yeah, see, this is not the type of stuff I want to keep scrolling, you know. I just don't care that much about modern. I just collect Messi, like I explained. So guys, thank you so much for watching. It was a long stream actually. Hope you guys enjoyed. I always have a lot of fun, as you guys know. If you can leave a like on the video, thank you so much for that. If you enjoyed the stream, I think is the best thing you can do, you know, and it's so easy, so why not? But yeah, have a nice day, guys. Go over modern. But why you want me to go over modern? Is any card in particular, Will? Because there is still a lot of stuff to go, and Great stream, thank you. No problem, man. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you guys had fun. I had at least.